Good morning, SMF Street Traders. Nice to see you at 11:45 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Today's date 9/26/2010. What we're taking a look at here is some very key Pacific levels on the Nasdaq 100 and MMTs. As much as we have gone long at times and short and long, basically the upper chart MMTs are the monthly chart. The chart below here is a weekly chart, Nasdaq 100. And what is the Nasdaq 100? For all MMTs know what it is, but just for innocent people, is that's 100 stocks that are all right in this index right here. And it comes from the Nasdaq comp, and that's the history of where that comes from. And basically it's a combined allocation of equities that make that index. And it's heavily weighted with technology. There's lots of names in it. Go find out on the Nasdaq 100 index. You'll know what they all are. That's for foreigners. If you want to learn about it, you look it up. Nasdaq 100. You'd find 100 stocks there. Okay. MMTs know, the public. Well, if you're watching the video, these were some great moves on the Nasdaq 100. In 2009, we shot all the way up. We've had a pullback, and we had a 3-month consolidation here on the monthly chart, and we're right back up here at the top of this pattern. And the top of the pattern, of the monthly pattern that I'm going to show you, is very nice to see in its entirety. And same thing along with the weekly pattern below. That 10-month moving average crossed above the 50 and the 40 even during the pullback. That gave that 3-month consolidation legs and support. Let's draw a simple trend line. And for the new people that are here, to draw a trend line is to learn how to draw a horizontal trend line down at this double bottom, monthly bottom area. We went up. We closed above half of this previous monthly bar right here. We shot through there back up to these tops of the 2010 3-month breakout from the monthly perspective. I've got monthly moving averages rising. I've got a system that says right now I'm at 76% DS or K, whatever that people look at. When we were over here in the last big reversal, we were at 90.73. So what we're going to be watching for is the extension of this breakout of this monthly double top, 2010 monthly double top. Which month is it? Very simple. 4-1. What month is it? 5-1. Okay, 5-1. We had the flash crash in there as well. So the way that 2010 looks like on a monthly level is right here. This is what it looks like. It's very, very bullish. And we're at major topping patterns. Okay. One of the things that we're going to tell the MMTs, it's very simple. This monthly half bar is at 1935.02 or so on the so people need to understand, MMTs, if this falls to $19 and let's say, oh, just set an alarm at 1935 because you want to be a little bit above half of that monthly bar. That would be where we would get support and bounce. The key is the volume, breakout volume. In our SMF Street trading platform that you're assigned to, will tell you that momentum. It calculates it automatically. It deciphers the trend momentum for you and that breakout momentum before it even happens. It tells you how it's going to break out. So basically what I want my MMTs to understand is that the Nasdaq 100, we use a lot of call options and put option scenarios on how to trade that basket of 100 stocks. So the Nasdaq 100 is 100 stocks. When the Nasdaq is performing well, the call side of the market gets big value. When it performs bad, then when it falls in value, just for an update for people that don't understand, the letter P stands for put option and the letter C stands for calls. So when it rises, calls go up higher. You can make a fortune trading these indexes. And just to give you a little taster of it, here's a little taster. One intraday trade, 10 contracts. Say you got in the day before and you were in at $18.50. The high is $34. Well, from that low to that high was, well, from the close there, you had 14.70. If you had 10 contracts, you made $14,700 on 10 contracts. On 5 contracts, it'd be half of that. On 1 contract, it would have been $1,470 profit on just 1 contract. So, basically, they pay huge SMF-MMTs. And I mean, it makes your bank account go higher. So basically, we're going to be doing put and call. We got a bullish, 1, 2. We've got that up move, and that momentum is going to have to carry through to take out this top and that top. There's the other top. Now, just to give the MMTs a little bit more reference, let's do one thing. Let's go over here where the MMTs can see where some of these other tops were. And when you break through the double top, you want to know that the upper end of that MMTs is going to be right here. That's ultimately 2152. That's a long ways from here. That's a long ways. That was the 2007 high. However, the highs that we're going to look for right now is this 3-month rally to that reversal. Got everyone in, didn't they? Sure did. And then the shorts started getting a hold of the market, and down it went for the year. So basically, not only are we at a 2010 triple top monthly high, we are also at the key areas right here where the 2008 downtrend started. A break above there, we're going to be looking at key Pacific area in the very short term of 2093 right there. Then we're going to move over and we're going to say that 2042, which is right in the SMF zone, half bar zone over here, that's that upper trend line there. We're going to look to see how we roll up. When we roll up out of this triple top through there, we want to see that momentum explode if you're long. And we're going to find out that this is a monthly September bar, folks. And I want the MMTs to understand that you had the month of 6-1, the month of 7-1, and the month of 8-1 right here. And we know the exact ranges. We know what we're looking at, because that means that tech stocks are going to go higher to push this through there in that Nasdaq 100. If we don't take out the tops, then we're going to be looking at stuff like this. And it's very clear that we would be looking at the 2010 2025 put. And we're slightly in the money. These were $63,000 if you had 10 contracts. But I'm sorry, we're looking at where we take an entry, and that will be done in the next live video. A follow-up video to the index. The weekly shorter term level, which is right here, MMTs, it's very evident from your weekly level that you're going to have to take out that 2031 right here. This is where that weekly short-term downtrend came down and put in these weekly bottom buy signals, and then they failed. But down here, we started to move off of that weekly 200-week moving average. When this Nasdaq 100 did not want to close above it, we got price action. We even got a beautiful, beautiful SMF 4-week buy signal right here. Here's the beautiful thing about the SMF platform. It goes like this. Half of that bar right here, folks, at 1811.97, when I blew right through there, that's when the move happened. That means that that's that half a bar. When I didn't even come back and test half of the breakout bar, weekly breakout bar, I was closing up here toward the highs. And ever since then, we've had a gap, but take a look here. This is where new people outside of MMTs would want to learn how to draw a regular resistance line, and support line is drawn. The resistance line is drawn at the top here, and the resistance is drawn at the top there. If you're going to draw support levels, you have to come and take our free 5-day trial in order to learn how to do that. But MMTs, what we're going to do is at 1990.33 is going to be the lower end of this weekly half-week bar at support as far as the weekly. So I want all the MMTs right now to lock and load their alarms at 1990 point, let's say 50, falls to, rises to, let's say 2031, which isn't that far away. It's only 7 points, but 8 points up from the close. But set the alarm rises to, that's the first alarm. The second alarm on this weekly chart is going to be the double week action, reversal action week down right here. And I want you to set me an alarm rises to, let's just call it 2055. Okay, right up here toward the top. And that's working through resistance 1, resistance 2. Support 1, right here, we would see how we would break out and then set up and move. On the next live video, MMTs, and welcome. This is how we love to spend our Sundays because we're preparing for the market tomorrow. There's a $225 call versus a $225 put, which will be on the next MMT live video training session for live trades that are going to happen this next week. But MMTs, remember, if we do fail at any of the resistance levels, what we're going to do is it'll be force us to move in and buy these puts. Remember, they were $63 a contract. Oh yes, 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 yes. Look at that wholesale price below the market compared to where the public just got hammered on the short side. And imbalanced ratios, call and puts, imbalanced 4-week trends, breakout monthly patterns, everything is looking good. But remember, MMTs, we've got the October 5th earnings kickoff season, and we're going to be doing a lot of work around these earnings coming up in that October period. Anyway, welcome to the Nasdaq 100 multi-year 2010 bullish breakout in September. Thank you, MMTs.